Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's up, everybody? We checking in on some real Waffle House hours tonight. What's going on? We are coming off this victory against the Giants at home. Get my stuff turned on. Y'all, the reason I'm so late tonight because I actually wasn't gonna come on tonight. Being honest with y'all, like I've been like real under the weather, real sick. So I wasn't gonna come on, but I was like, man, I gotta come on. Gotta come on and talk about the game. But if y'all notice that my energy level isn't normally where it normally is tonight, give your boy a pass, man. I'm really just really under the weather. So that's why I'm late, because I really debating on getting on, because I know my energy ain't where it needs to be. I'm fighting some respiratory issues right now. So not only is my energy low, it's tougher than normal to like talk talk for extended periods of time because of that. You know what I'm saying? So just got to put that out there. So got a lot of medicine in me, but we are here. We are here. We are here. The show must go on. Show must go on. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Like I say, may not be here long tonight, so I'm gonna cut to the chase. Let's go ahead and we're gonna talk about the game and get into that. You know what I'm saying? This was the first game that Michael Penix played. That Michael Penix started. I should say. And in y'all opinion, like, how did Penix look tonight? How did he look? You know what I'm saying? How did he look? From what I've seen online, a lot of people, had a lot of impressive stuff to say about him. So how did he look to y'all? How did he look to y'all? To me personally, I think he looked pretty good. I won't jump out the boat and say that he looked at great or immaculate, but I think he looked good. He showed a lot of poise and everything in the pocket. Delivered some strong passes and whatnot. So I think he did pretty good. What's going on, Coach in the building? What's happening, Coach? Coach said he looked good, but the plays were still trash. I should have known you would go good. That you would go in there, Coach. I should have known that. Demetrius said Michael Penix had superstar written all over him. I sure hope so, Demetrius. I definitely hope so. Prelude Faulkner in the house. He said he looked good. William in the building says we got tough one in DC. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's. Boy, I tell you, the NFL know what they be doing by flexing that game, right? Game got a lot of playoff implications. The Falcons are now the number one seed in the NFC South, or we are number one in the NFC South. I said that wrong. Right now we have a 54% chance to make the playoffs. So really, we got to handle our business. We went out, we go to the postseason. I think we're right now the fourth seed in the NFC. But, we handle our business. We go to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. So we need to do what we need to do. Do what we got to do. Birds View, what's up, Birds View? Said he the future. Mac says he did very well, avoided some pressures and not no sitting duck sacks. I agree with that. David Racker said I'm just excited about the Bucks loss, and I was with Penix too. What's up, William? Says we have to do better. Protect Michael Penix Jr. blind spot. I think they did a real good job on that tonight. Protecting his blind spot. There was one play I can recall where I think they blitzed and McGary was late getting over there, and they got some pressure on Penix, but he did a good job of getting the ball out of his hands, so it wasn't a sack. In another play, some pressure came up from Lindstrom, from Lindstrom's gap, and I think Penix was able to see that and throw the ball away. But outside those two plays, I don't really remember anybody from that side of the ball allowing any pressure. You know, I'll sure I'll watch the film tomorrow, but that's the only thing I can remember. John Kemp says, "What's up, Titan? What's going on, John? Hope you're feeling better soon. I appreciate it, man." So next Sunday game we'll have a playoff atmosphere, and we must stop Jaden Daniels. I do agree. Definitely do agree with that, man. Definitely agree with that. Jaden Daniels is a phenomenal rookie. That is a player that I was campaigning for before the draft, but Penix is here now, so that's our guy. You know, got to go up there and Washington get a victory. They got a lot to play for as far as playoff seeding goes. Of course, we got a lot to play out for playoff seeding goes. I tell you what, if Penix Jr. goes up there, he has a great game, and we win, man, this fan base is gonna put a lot of momentum behind this kid. I saw a video on Twitter when he was coming out the locker room, because you know in the bins, the bins for everybody who has went, or for the people who have never been to the bins, there's a portion inside the stadium when the players leave the locker room. You got to go right through the fans. Not all fans. It's for select fans who have that kind of ticket or that kind of pass, but they walk right by you. And when Penix walked out, you know, they were going crazy for him, and screaming his name, asking for pictures. So if you beat Washington this weekend, this coming weekend, next weekend, man, it's the atmosphere is gonna be crazy for this kid. It's gonna be crazy. Doing stuff with CJ says ringing the bell. I don't even have the bell with me, man. I done moved from a normal setup, but let's blow the horn. Yeah, I done moved from a normal spot, man. I don't even have the bell with me right now, but I'll make sure to have it next time I come up. Shamarcy Jackson, playoffs and a decent draft pick. Williams says we need to contain Jaden Daniels and eliminate the explosive plays across the middle. Sound tackle on defense, all 11. William also says Caleb McGary needs help in pass protection. He only good in the run game. The thing I'll say about that, because I noticed everybody really focus hard on Caleb McGary, and I really strongly feel like a lot of Caleb's a lot of that is coming from how he played the last 3 years, and people are tending to ignore what he's done the last few years. He's been a steady tackle to me, and he's really low-key having a pretty good year this year. I'm not going to say great, but he's had a pretty good year. The way I see Caleb McGary, it's almost like, let's not, as far as him blocking for Penix blind side, let's not declare him a failure before he's had the opportunity to fail himself, if that makes any sense. You know, let's not declare him a failure before he's even had the opportunity to fail himself. Because I mean, I see that from a lot of people talking about McGary, but just like today, he did a pretty good job. You know, we'll see what he do against Washington, but you know, let's at least give him the opportunity, you know, before we say, well, we should put somebody else over there because McGary can't do it when we haven't even given him a fair opportunity. So let's at least be fair as far as Caleb goes, because he has really earned it, I think. Davis, we're gonna see if our defense is really snapping for real next week. They got to show up. That's true. Definitely got to show up. Definitely got to show up. Tay Rush, what's up, Tay? So y'all saw, I'm not sure what they're saying. Giants, that Giants right tackle, Tay? I think you got a typo. And I just can't make it out what it mean right now. So give me that again. Dante Spate. Feels good to be back on top of NFC South Division, and glad Cowboys took care of business. Let's blow the horn for that. I agree. Coach said some issues still here. Defense scored 2 TDs. Kicker scored 10. Scored 10. Pass was still stalled out. Zach job depends on these last 2 games. Well, he been fired in my eyes. I know he been fired in your eyes, Coach. Next 2 games going to be important, man. We already said that. And look, Panthers starting to play some good football too. Carolina Panthers, that's not going to be a gimme game like we thought it was going to be about a month and a half ago. They're going to try to beat us. They've been playing some real good football lately. So that's not going to be just an automatic dub. Mr. Toxic Black. Is that Black? Yeah, Black. If Jesse Bates is an all first team, man, yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I saw an image or a stat today. He's the only player in the NFL that has 4+ interceptions and 4+ forced fumbles. Only player in the NFL. That definitely so far has been Terry Fontenot's best free agent signing. We might need to start trying to work out an extension with him already, man. Like, bro, we're going to re-extend you before we even got to. We're going to treat you like a quarterback. We're not even going to let you hit the free agent market. But, yeah, he has really, really been balling. The check down in the building. Shout out to the check down. What's going on, see? Y'all make sure to check out the check down on YouTube, man. He does some very, very great videos, some real high quality, highly produced videos. I need to check down and put out more content though, Steve. You know, we miss you out here on these YouTube streets, my brother. So hope to see some content from you soon. Says, how do we look? We have our quarterback. Yeah, definitely we looks like we got our quarterback. You know, and hopefully he will be here as a starting quarterback for the next 10+ years, man, and hopefully be able to bring an unfortunately notorious bad franchise their first Super Bowl trophy. Definitely looking forward to that. Coach says, because I need that show tomorrow so I can get off. So man, F this, go take care of yourself. Yeah, man. This is a struggle show for me tonight. Y'all probably can hear it in my voice. So I probably won't be on here long, but you know, I just felt I had to come on here, man, and show up and just talk about the game real quick. But I won't be on here long, man, because this rep store stuff I got, like, whoa, it's been hard on me the last 24 hours. Lisa, thank you, Lisa. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon, man. I appreciate y'all kind words. Jamarsa says this team has a chance. Penix is a stealth bomber. Yeah, he got an arm, bro. He got a big arm, huge arm, a lot of zip velocity. You can see it when it comes off his wrist, or in his case, this side. I didn't know how good he was until his team was 10-0 and had the #1 offense. Yeah, he balled in college too. Williams says Jesse Bates deserves every penny. I think DeMarco Helms out for the year. Yeah, I think so too. Unless maybe we make a deep playoff run, he might can sneak back in. Check down, so we're about to unleash this offense. We slow walk Penix today. We're playing prime time next week. Yeah, I do agree with you on that, Steve. Like you said, we slow walk Penix, and the thing about it is, like, we went up, I think, 24-7 fairly early in the game. And at that point, Zach could kind of tone it down a little bit on offense. Then we go up 31-7. And at that point, okay, well, it's just all vanilla from here. Run out the clock. Let's get out here with the W. Try to minimize anybody getting injured. I said on Facebook, and some people, they were kind of clowning me a little bit. But I said, I know this is going to sound weird, y'all, but I kind of wish the game was a little bit closer. So Penix could get more opportunities to throw the ball. I just wanted him to get more passing reps in. But I'm good with how we won and the points that we scored with us winning. Chris in the building. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? Hope all is well. I know you enjoyed that victory today. Says I'm so glad the curse is broken. What curse, Chris? Put me on game. What curse are you saying? Chamar said, go alkaline and get rid of the mucus. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thing about that, man, is boy, that alkaline diet, it requires just so much discipline, man. It requires so much discipline. Man, it requires some discipline. But you're right. You know, not to really get off subject, but you know, you get your body in the alkaline state, and that's gonna, like you say, flush the mucus out, and that really is gonna put you in a position where it becomes extremely hard for you to get sick. But yeah, we'll have to have the alkaline show on another day. That'd probably make a good off-season show. You know, when the content is low and we need something to talk about. But you're absolutely right, though. You were absolutely right. David, what's going on, David? So do you think we can hold the Deadskins under 25? Yeah, I do. I'm glad you mentioned that, actually. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because before I came on, I was looking at some numbers, right? We'll say, yeah, this weather ain't no joke. I caught pneumonia last year. Yeah, I remember you caught pneumonia. It was around about this time, wasn't it? Look, man, I thought I had something last night, man. I had to go to the emergency room, y'all. I was having trouble breathing, shortness of breath. So I told my girl, I'm the type I don't really like to go to the doctor, the emergency room. Well, I was like, look, I think I need to go. I told her, like, because if something happened to me, I don't want you to have that burden on you. So while I'm walking, you know, let's go ahead and go up there. But I get there and they take me right back there. And they kept me overnight. I didn't come home till I got back home today at like 9 a.m. in the morning. Stayed there all night. Was up essentially all night. Them working on me all night, sticking IVs in me, doing CAT scans, stuff like that. Long story short, they was like, well, look, you got RSV, which is a respiratory, I guess, infection, and some bronchitis. So that's what's going on. They did the CAT scan because the doctor said my lungs sound so bad that he was scared that I had blood clots in my lungs. So they did a CAT scan. Thankfully, that was not the case. But yeah, the RSV stuff is real. I'm a testament to it. They sent me home with a lot of medicine, antibiotics, and just a bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna get out that. You know, I'm not trying to get y'all to give me any pity or sympathy, but I'm just saying, you know. So, like William say, weather change, stuff starts happening. Greg in the house with the super chat. Shout out to you, Greg. Thank you very much for the super chat, Greg. I definitely do appreciate it. Y'all make sure to check out my guy Greg Cups and Kicks everywhere on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, for your best custom kicks, custom sneakers that you're gonna find. I got a pair. Uncle Steve got 2 pairs, so I'm about to get me another pair so I can have the same amount with Steve. I can't let him get too far ahead of me. But yeah, make sure to check him out on Instagram. He got all his work on there. Does an excellent job. And I definitely thank you for the work you did on my shoes. I still ain't worn my side yet, man. They hadn't even left the house once I got them in the house. Um, so what's up, Ty? To take care of yourself. You ain't wear your shoes yet. No, I ain't worn them yet. Had a buddy get a custom drive from Ohio. Oh, damn. Are those the ones that I think I saw that you posted today to pick out his custom for the Atlanta versus New York game? So he must have been a Giants fan. Yeah, so he drove. That's what I'm saying, y'all. He drove all the way from Ohio to get his sneakers. But yeah, thank you once again. If y'all need some custom sneakers, Greg, your guy. And don't think it just gotta be sports related. You know, if you working on a movie or book or just anything you want him to do for your sneakers, that's your person. That's your guy. Damn, William said he had it for like a month. Oh, man. But I do remember that, man. I do remember that. I definitely do remember that. Man, it sounds like you need another double cup. Oh, man. Brian, what's up, bro? Says nah, Ty, the RSV is beyond serious. My daughter had it and almost passed away from it. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Had it when she was younger. Make sure you follow the doctor's instructions and rest up. Yeah, they told me to come back in there in 2 days so they could check the symptoms. Thank you for the good words, man. And I'm praying that your daughter's doing a whole lot better too. Yeah, it had me scared last night, bro. I was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? But what I was saying is, like, I was looking at some numbers, right? And y'all take a guess, right? Take a guess. Comment in the chat if you don't mind. Because I had, I noticed like a lot of the slander about, Jimmy Layton has subsided some. Does anybody know what the Atlanta Falcons defense is currently ranked right now? Type it in the chat. If you know, type it in the chat. If you don't know, just take your best guess. Just take a wild guess if you don't know. Just take a guess. Do you know what the Falcons defense is currently ranked in the NFL right now this time? Just take a guess. Thank you, William. I appreciate it. Do y'all know our team defense ranked right now? T. Terry in the house. Yep. That's what I seen too. Per ESPN, our team defense is currently ranked 13th in the NFL. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought the Falcons defense is ranked 13th in the NFL? And it was so crazy because I was looking at the numbers, right? I was like, man, defense been doing pretty good lately. Let's see what they rank. Now, I pulled it up on ESPN, and I saw it was 13. I was like, nah, that can't be right. I must be looking. My first thing I said to myself, I must be looking at the offense. So I double checked it. 13. I said, well, nah, ESPN, they stats must be wrong. So I went to the team. What's the other site called? I went to the football database. I went to their site. 13. So I'm like, damn. I knew the defense had been playing better, but 13? I didn't expect it. But the Falcons defense, we almost got a top 10 defense, y'all. Defense. Almost a top 10 defense, And I know it. I know it don't really seem like it, how bad that they were playing at some parts early in the season. But statistically, that's what the stats say. And in fact, let me pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm looking at. Let me pull this up. And we'll look at it together. Can y'all see that on the screen? Pretty good. Let me move myself down. But then if I do that, then I'm like in the way. Hold on. Let me try this. Trying to move myself back up now. I'm just gonna come off screen for a moment. How about that? But yeah, we are currently ranked 13th. Here we are right here. You start with Philadelphia, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Atlanta Falcons, 13. 13th ranked defense. And I think points per game allowed, I think we're currently ranked 19th in that. This is points per game. The Chargers are number 1. They're only allowing 18.3. The Falcons are currently allowing 23.3. So we can feasibly move in the top 15 if we really ball out these next two games defensively. But yeah, we have a top 15 defense right now. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? Listen to how that Minnesota game was a mess. That Minnesota game was a mess, but we have some good games in between that and around that. Even though we lost the Chargers game, defensively, we still did real good in that game defensively. And then today, now granted, it was the Giants and Daniel Jones, so we better play good in a game like this. But I think we only allowed about 240 yards of total offense. And even going back to the Chargers game, it was a mess. This is not a good number, but we actually had more total yards than they did, and we still lost that game. But yeah, at least I was surprised too. I did not see that at all. At all. Coach said I see 20th in yards allowed and 24th in passing. Let me double check it. I know when I pulled it up, it said 24th. So let me refresh the screen. So y'all saw the screen was refreshed. Let's see here. So that will put us now they're ranking it by yards, coach. We're in the yards column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you're right. 20th in total yards allowed. And then you said 24th in passing yards, which, I would definitely take your word on that. Ty in the building. Ty says finally caught a live. Feel better, Ty. Thank you, Ty. I do appreciate it. Says this game was Knicks, not Daniel Jones. Are you talking about the Denver game? Denver ate us up that game too. T. Terry says I'm not. You not surprised, T. Terry? Is that what you're saying? It's the home team with Blackberry. Drew Lock. Did I say Knicks? My bad if I said Knicks. That's what I meant, Drew Lock. I met Drew Lock. So my bad on that also. But yeah, defense, they've turned it around from what they were doing earlier. And the numbers say that they're playing a lot better defense. We're actually starting to see these guys accumulate sacks today. How many sacks did we get today, y'all? Were we able to get 4 sacks again today? Let me see if I can see that. We got 3 sacks today. Does anybody know? Because I didn't check, so I'm looking for y'all for the answer. But how many sacks do we have so far this season? Does anybody know? How many sacks do we have so far this season? Nettles is right. Late in the call these 2 games. Jerry, they agreed. Don't be fooled by the folks for the Thursday. Nando, where y'all get that from, man? Where y'all get that from? Where y'all get that from, Nando? Because I've heard people say that, like, it ain't Jimmy Lake. And see, this be like my thing, too. It's like, we spend like most of the season or half of the season, you know, giving Jimmy Lake hell when the defense is playing bad. Like when they turn a corner and they start playing a lot better, we can't then delegate the credit to somebody else. Like for me, damn, I'm not even on the screen no more. My bad. I forgot to come back on. Like for me, if we're gonna give him all that blame when they were playing bad, we gotta be willing to give him some credit when they playing good. You can't then turn around and get a credit to somebody else. Now, I will say this about who's calling the defense. I was listening to Mark Zeno on a podcast. I forget what podcast it was. It was based out of Atlanta. My apologies for not remembering the name. But he said around the bye week, or right after the bye week, I think it was the game after the bye week, he said he asked Raheem Morris, are you going to take the play calling away from Jimmy Lake? Mark Zeno said Raheem Morris told him no. He's not going to take the play calling away from Jimmy Lake. So, unless Jimmy Lake or Raheem Morris says any differently, me personally, I'm not buying that somebody else is calling the defense. You know, I'm going to give the same credit to Jimmy Lake for the defense playing better that we were giving him for when the defense wasn't playing good. Antonio Holloway says, so if the season ended today, would we have been in the playoffs? No, yes, you would. Your Atlanta Falcons would be going to the playoffs if the season ended today. You'll be going as the 4th seed in the NFC. You would be going 4th seed in the NFC. Coach says, but 20th and 9 I have laid off late because he did what I wanted him to do. He made adjustments even though it was extremely late. Yeah, there was some tinkering with the defense that was made. They start playing more up on the ball, the quarterbacks doing pressing more and more man coverage. And they start blitzing more too. You know, they start doing different stuff with Kaden Ellis, sending him on blitz. You had Arnold Abel-Katie. He started to step up quite a bit. And we got rewarded with more sacks and just overall play on defense as well. You know, so you are right. You know, some changes were made by the defense as well. And I hope they just continue to build on that. You know, I done told everybody who will listen, including coach. I was like, I hope the entire staff come back next year. I hope Raheem come back. I hope Lake come back. I hope Zach Robinson come back. I hope the entire staff come back and let them continue to build with each other and develop some continuity. Okay, so we have 26 sacks on the season. Thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate that. We got 3 sacks today. Oh, I appreciate that, Blackberry. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. DJ Rich says, who is saying that Jimmy Lake didn't call the defense? I've seen that said a few places, man. I've been online. I've seen it on Twitter that people are saying that Jimmy Lake isn't calling the defense anymore. I've seen that a couple places. But like until I hear something from the staff, man, you know, and like I said, I just seen Zeno maybe 2 weeks ago. He said he told him that Raheem told him that Jimmy Lake is still calling the defense. So till Raheem tells me different, or till Jimmy Lake says differently, Jimmy Lake, in my mind, still calling the defense. So I'm gonna give him the credit for improving the defense, just like we were giving him all the blame. No, we can't give him all this blame, and then when stuff started going better, we give somebody else the credit. Because I think all along they've been working in conjunction, in my opinion. You know, Jimmy Lake, Gray, Raheem. No, I'm not saying that they collaborate on everything goes on defensively, but nobody was mentioning any other names when he was getting blamed. It was just only Jimmy Lake. It's only Jimmy Lake. Nobody wasn't talking about Raheem with the defense. No. Nobody was saying with Jerry Gray and his no. It was Jimmy Lake. Jimmy Lake. They had Jimmy Lake in the fire. But now that it's time to give him some props, you know, I'm not going to be the one to give the credit to nobody else. I'm going to give him the credit too. Strapped up. What's up, Strap? So a great tight. I don't listen to most fans, bro. I listen to the people that are unbiased. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. That's one reason I like to hear a lot of analysis from you, like people who ain't like Falcons fans, because you know, even myself, you know, we get in our biases. But you know, a lot of times when you hear people who don't have any kind of emotional ties to the team, a lot of times they can give you a different perspective on how they see your team, because there's no emotional ties to them. There's no emotional ties. T. Terry says it's Jerry Gray tighter. Like, where'd you get there from, T. Terry? Do you have some information that tells us for sure that it's Jerry Gray calling it, or is that like just your opinion? Big Ron Thomas in the building says, I wish we could trade Kyle Pitts right now. Kyle Pitts, man. We may have to save the Kyle Pitts conversation for tomorrow's show. Blackberry says, where's the report that says it's Jerry Gray calling the defense? That's what I want to see too, Blackberry. Like if somebody show me a report, hey, I'm going to go immediately change my tone then. You know, and I'm going to start propping up Jerry Gray. And just start, I might get on y'all boat and say, hey, well, let's go ahead and fire Jimmy Lake. If he ain't calling the defense, let's go ahead and get him out of here. But until somebody tells me or shows me or give me some kind of proof, I'm giving the credit to Jimmy Lake, because that's who we always blaming early in the year. I'm not gonna give somebody else the credit when they didn't get any of the criticism when the defense was bad. So I'm not gonna do that to Lake. Strapped up says probably Locked On Sports Atlanta. I don't think it was Locked On Sports. Because I know them. I wouldn't like, I'm more familiar with them. Who was that? I think it was Talk Sports. It's either Talk Sports ATL or Sports Talk Atlanta. It's something like that. Because I see them on Twitter a lot. I think it's Sports Talk Atlanta. Because they normally have Mark Zeno as a fairly regular guest on their podcast. Blackberry said the coach speaking to the mic linebackers who's calling the defense, that's been Jimmy Lake. So Blackberry is saying it's been Jimmy Lake. And that's what I'm gonna stick to too until I see some kind of data that says otherwise. Nando said, I'm just saying, Todd, that he has leaned on Gray and Raheem for pointers. I'm having given Lake the credit, but he's been humble. But see, my thing with that, Nando, is like, okay, and I just kind of touched on this a moment ago. If he leaned on Gray and Raheem for pointers, nobody was willing to give Jerry Gray or Raheem like really no smoke when the defense was looking terrible during certain parts of the season. So if he's leaning on them for pointers, you know, I wouldn't want to see people criticizing them. Yeah, okay, well, criticize Jerry Gray or Raheem, and Raheem for the bad advice. But no, everybody was just throwing Jimmy Lake under the bus. But now when it's time, when the defense kind of turned the corner a little bit, they're playing much better. Now everybody wants to take the credit from Jimmy Lake and give it to Jerry Gray. So it's like, no, I don't want to say I don't think that's fair, but I think that's kind of picking and choosing That's really what I want to say. I think that's picking and choosing. Or some people that went so full force on blaming Jimmy Lake. The only way to back yourself out of that corner is you got to credit somebody else, you know, and that's just me being 100. You know, I think some people then went so far down that road. Now that the defense is playing pretty good. No, they still a little suspect at times, but you done went so far down that Jimmy Lake angle of blaming him that it's now hard for you to give him credit. So until I hear differently, man, from a reputable source, like somebody in that building, it's Jimmy Lake. It's Jimmy Lake to me. Tony on the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing today? Coach said, hell no, Zach gotta go. Hey, you know, I stick by my boy Zach Robinson too, man. I think y'all been giving Zach a hard time. We have 16 sacks since the bye week. That's outstanding, man. That is outstanding. DJ Richards is Jerry Gray's source. That's what we waiting on. We waiting on the source. We are waiting on the source. T. Terry says we will see soon. All right. Well, y'all, I didn't have a whole lot. Like I say, man, I'm trying to get myself back to at least close to normal, man. Hold on. What's up, A1 Forever in the building? Shout out to you, man, guy. Make sure to check out A1 Forever here on YouTube. Also, excellent, great content creator. Also, you know, provides a lot of behind the scenes content at the games. Also, you know, I was checking out some content that he posted on his social media today, behind the scenes at the game. So, make sure that you do follow or subscribe on YouTube and follow him on social media as well. Cause make sure you show up tomorrow if you get on, cause the playbook was supposed to open up. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that, man. We're gonna definitely. I don't know how you didn't see the playbook open up some, coach. I'm not saying it was just some extravagant change, which none of us expected it to, but it did open up. But let me get out of here, y'all. I need to get me some rest. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these antibiotics before I go to sleep. And I plan to be on tomorrow. Also, it'll probably be around maybe about 4:30. But I'll post it on the channel, man. Thank you for everybody that came through the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all come back tomorrow when we watch the film and we do the player grades, and then I'll have the crew come up as well. Coach, let's take 3 shots of bourbon. No, I'm on this orange juice. I'm on this Wiz Khalifa, bro. No bourbon, man. No bourbon. But yeah, I appreciate it, y'all, man. God bless. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.